How you guys and girls doing today? Attempts 918 here, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're brand new, hit those buttons like that like and sub button down below, or I'm going to eat your poop. No, I'm just kidding. What's going on, y'all? So we are back here. We are doing a boss guide in 2023 for Sekiro for all those who might be brand new to the game and want a good boss guide for each one. And here we have Genichiro, the very first boss that you fight. And yeah, now of course you don't feel bad if you don't win against them, or if, even if you do, because you know the result is pretty much the same. But one of the main things with him, and with a lot of people, I'm going to be drilling into y'all heads as we fight, is you always want to be on the offensive and not the defensive. And one of the things that you'll notice is that if you consistently apply pressure at the right time, you're always going to see that person's posture fill up. Now, as you can see at the very top, the longer you wait to attack, the worse it's going to be, because their posture is going to reset way quicker than yours most of the time. Now, the things that you're also seeing him do right now, when that red symbol comes up, what that is that is an unblockable or undodgeable attack, or not undodgeable, unparryable attack. And what that means is that if you don't deflect it perfectly, or if you don't dodge it perfectly, you're going to get hit just like that. So one of the things you want to do when things like that happen is, I'm going to show you all a couple of skills actually. So the skills that you get as you're playing the game is one of the main skills that you're going to want. One of the basic starter skills is the Makiri counter, and when he does his thrust move or his piercing attack and you see that red symbol come up, you're actually able to stomp on a person's blade or their spear or whatever weapon they're using, and you're able to counter that. And what that does is that affects their posture. And another thing that we're doing, of course, is deflection. And like, you know, deflection, what it is like, you see that orange spark right there, that means I deflected perfectly. See, that's a block, and as you can tell, when you block wrong, your posture meter is going to fill up a lot more. When you deflect, your posture meter at the bottom is still going to fill up, but it's going to be a lot slower. And if you deflect perfectly, your posture will never break. So that's one of the things you want to keep in mind right there. See, that's a perfect deflect. That's a perfect deflect right there. Like I said, every time you see that orange, that's how you know you did good. That right there is a grab move, and if I were to stand in front of him, there's no way I can block that. He can immediately grab me. So, like I said, we're going to keep going. Like I said, you always want to be on the offensive. That's a sweeping attack right there. That sweep, you cannot block that sweep at all. What that means is you have to jump over that attack in order to avoid it. And you can actually get a stomp move too, which I'll show you. That right there is the Makiri counter. That was the piercing move I told y'all about that you cannot block. You can deflect it if you do it perfectly, but that's it. And like I said, always be on the offensive. So I'm going to show y'all how I would normally play this. Jump over, you can actually stomp on him to get more posture damage. Those are blocks. Deflect, deflect, deflect. That's a perfect deflect right there. Like I said, always be on the attack. Right there. Perfect. That's a Makiri counter. Always be on that attack. He's going to do his thing. Jump on him. There you go. That's one health bar right there. Now, another thing to keep in mind too is that when you're attacking, just like when you see the perfect deflect come up and you see that spark of orange hit like that, that means that most of the time on most bosses, you're going to have a guaranteed window to swing back at that person if you get a perfect deflect. One of the things too is that when you're swinging on someone, if you swing several times, right, but you don't get that perfect orange, that means that you can keep swinging until you do. But once you get that orange and the enemy deflects your attack perfectly, you should stop, because if you try to hit again, you're probably going to get hit. And I'll show y'all what I mean. So that's a perfect deflect, right? That's the jump over. Now watch. The Makiri counter. Now watch this. You see that right there? You see how he deflected my attack perfectly? If I try to hit after that, I'm going to take damage. That right there. I can keep going. Wait, I'll show y'all once again. Oh shit. 1 second here. Let's go ahead. I'll keep showing y'all. So look. Makiri. Right. I can keep going. I can keep going. I can keep going. Oh, this is going to be one of his longer moves. Right. Watch. I can keep going. Oh, he's going to do his jump thing again. I should stop. You see that? He deflects perfectly. I have to stop swinging. Jump over. Let's see, look at that. We traded this exact same time. Another thing that y'all notice right there, I'm happy I was able to show y'all that if you don't execute a death blow in time, what's going to end up happening is that most of the time, they're going to recover their posture. So you want to execute that death blow as fast as possible. And there you go. That's Genichiro. I'm sorry if I did not explain that perfectly. I was trying to get all the fundamentals down because we're going to see that in like a lot of the bosses. I'm going to go into, you know, way further guides and stuff like that. Like I said, the result's the same whether you beat Genichiro or not at the very beginning. You know, you're still going to get your fucking arm chopped off and proceed with the rest of the story because, yeah, you know, you're destined to get fucked up. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. 918 out of here.